Okay, welcome back to my channel, guys. This is Trisha, Creativemind Creations, and today I'm going to do another episode of working on this paper mache house. And I did some steps beforehand so that y'all won't have to watch me like last time do certain things on this. So I'm going to show you what I did before. Get my stacked up the other desk. And so what I've done is that I cut out the windows because I was going to do it like I did the haunted house, but then I didn't like it because these are actually too wide for me. So I cut them out. I'm gonna cut them all out. So I just left this last one, so I'm gonna show you how I cut it out. And all I used was an X-Acto knife, guys. And it's good to have a sharp one. The tip of my blade is broken, but it's pretty sharp. So all I did is I just went from here. I just cut it right across here. And I'm gonna go to this side, just the outside ones, and just cut that straight across there. Go to the next one, cut that off, and then this other side. And you get that little X. So that's how I did it. Just cut that out. Now, it really doesn't have to be perfect on this because the moldings that I made, I was going to put some acetate in there, but then I changed my mind because I think I'm going to put like a little tea light in here or some kind of lights in this. And so that's what it looks. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you the windows that I made. And then I'm not gonna put them on yet because it could be the last thing to go on because I still gotta put, do the outside. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like make it look like siding or whatever. But these are the ones I made. I made 12 of these because it's 12 windows. But I cut these out. I cut 24. I cut out 36 of these because and I made these on my Cricut, by the way. I cut out 24 of these so that I can make the outside of the window pane, and there is a piece of vellum in between that. Like I said, I was going to use acetate, but then I changed my mind to use vellum, and so that's going to go in there just like that. I measured it and everything, and they're going to go on like that. So again, I made 12 of these. I'm going to give you that idea what they look like. Right. And so then I made some other ones that doesn't have any on them because they're going to be on the inside, and these are going to go on the inside. So when I put this on the outside, this is going to be on the inside, and I'm not going to put any vellum on this piece because it's going to be on the side. I'm not going to be really looking at the inside, but it will be a piece on it. It's going to decorate the inside too. So I'm just going to put the piece with the vellum on the outside, and then the other piece that this one layer of it on the inside, and it's gonna be like that, if y'all can see that. So that's that. And then I made a couple of doors. Now I only did one layer of door. I think I might cut another of the base door, and I put a piece of vellum at the window because I cut a window out, and then I cut out some squares. Again, I did this also on my Cricut, and I put some little panels on there for the front door. I was initially going to put in a piece of chipboard and have the door open and close, but then I changed my mind. So anyway, I don't know, I still might change it back and do it that way. Do it like the door like this, but make it so it opens and closes. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, so that's going to go on there like that. I'm going to go ahead and, because I need to do that, yes, I'm going to go ahead and put some windows and doors on. I know the house isn't painted, but I'm going to put some windows and doors on just to give you an idea of what it's going to look like so far with the cool windows and doors. And let's see, let's get another window. I thought about putting shutters on it too, but I already know that the windows, the two windows down on the beside the door, it's not going to be enough room for them. So I'm still debating if I'm going to do that or not. But anyway, that's how that's going to look with the doors and windows on. So yeah, still debating on that. But so again, these are gonna be the last things to put on after I add everything to the house, because I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna put a siding on. I'm gonna show you something, guys, too. I covered that house, that Halloween house, the haunted house, with paper from this stack. I got a 12 by 12 pack, but unfortunately I am out of this paper, and it's actually that painted brick print that I want, and I don't have any of that. I have it in this stack, but it's not big enough. So it's, yeah, that right there. Okay, sorry guys. So I was gonna use this paper, and this stack, like I said, I don't have any more in the 12 by 12 stack, and I really only need it for the front and the back to wrap around. I don't know, but I know I'm gonna need this 12 by, I mean the 6 by 6, the little piece for the front, because it is not gonna, I'm gonna have to cut it in 2 pieces. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, because I'm pretty sure that the 12 by 12 stack, the print on this is gonna be bigger. I don't know, I gotta get another piece. And if I have to buy the whole stack, then that's what I'll do. Or I can just buy the kit, because I got the Wild and Free kit where it comes to stickers and die, chipboard die cuts and all that. But anyway, I'm thinking of using this painted brick print on there. So if I give you an idea of what it's going to look like, I'm going to put some windows on here. Put a window there, and a window there. And so you'll see what it looks like with the with that brick. Because I'm thinking if I can't find this paper, or I change my mind, I want to use this if I don't want the house white. So that's what that's gonna look like. I'll give you an idea. So that may be the plan as of right now. But anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add probably a couple of steps on here. Then again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, because I made the door and it's gonna go all the way to the base of this, and if I put the steps on there, then the door's gonna be behind it, and that's not realistic. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but sometimes I'm just funny like that. I want it to be perfect, or at least, you know, close to it. So I'm not sure I'm gonna put a couple of steps on there or not, but that's what that's gonna look like. And right now, what I'm gonna do next, if I can get this off. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to, let's throw all these extra little X's that I cut out away. I'm going to add some length on the perimeter around the edge of the base. I already had some pieces of chipboard out. Where did it go? Here's one piece. I had 2 other pieces on the side, and I already got my, oh, they're falling for it. Got 2 more pieces that I'm going to put down the side. I'm going to cut these, of course. So I'm going to put this one on the front first. Add this piece on the front here. And then I'm going to again use the brown paper to cover it, and like I did this part of it. And then I'm going to put some down the side. So I'm going to measure this and see how far across this is. And it is about, turn around, 6 3/4. So I'm gonna cut this piece down to 6 3/4. I'm gonna break up my big baby here. 6 3/4. Hold on, guys. Something. Sorry, had to kill a bug. Okay, 6 3/4. I can't see this, but I'm just cutting this. And I think I'm going to use the front this width, but I'm going to cut the sides down differently. So now I'm going to measure this side and see how much it measures out. And it is, looks like 5 3/8. No, wait a minute. No, don't cut that yet. We got to put this piece on first. So I'm going to glue this on there like that with the hot glue first. I'm just going to see if I can put a small bead of glue in there. And I'm just going to push this up. I know it's going to be on my table a little bit. I just need to hold it in place for until I get the brown paper on there. So now I'm gonna cut this down the side, and this width is pretty good, and it is how big? It is almost a 1 1/4 inch, almost. So I'm gonna cut this piece down to 1 1/4 inch. But first we're going to measure and see how wide this is. And it is about 7 1/2. Okay, so cut this out again. Cut this down to 7 1/2. And then this piece, I'm going to cut it down to, wait a minute, what did I say that was? This piece is almost 1 1/4, slightly less than 1/4, not quite. An 1/8, or is it? Let me see. No, it's 1 and. Oh, 1, 2, 3. I think it's like 1 3/8. Let's try that. 1 3/8. It's slightly bigger than the one. Wait a minute. Yeah, 1 3/8. So let's see if I can get this. It's going kind of a really small slither. Let's get it lined up here. 1 3/8. Okay, I'm going to hold this tight. I think that's about the same width. No. Let me just measure it on here. It is about 1 1/4. I don't know why that looks different. Okay, let's go ahead and do 1 1/4 then. It's not gonna like it's one of the same size, so it doesn't have to really be exact, but close. Okay, and then cut this down to 7 1/2. I like to better pull it when I'm cutting some of this thick, because if I don't want it to move, if I'm pushing it up, and I don't want it to move, so I always have this up, then I pull down when I'm cutting thick chipboard. Okay, so now I'm gonna put glue on here. Just put a bead of glue right here. And I know it's going to stick to my table a little bit, but I'm just going to push it right up against it. Smooth that out. just clip it off. Got that side. I'm gonna do this side. Again, I'm gonna put nope, see that come off. Let's put right there. Hold that in place for a minute. And put glue on here. Again, I'm going to put it down on my desk and just push this up against there. I say it's not going to look perfect on this side because again, I'm going to be covering this with the brown paper. So if there's gaps, no worries, it's going to be covered. Off. Yep. And there it is. I'm not going to put any more on there, any glue on there because I don't want any bumps through my paper when I put this on. And this side is just a little bit too wide. Where are my scissors? Where are my dang scissors? Where my big scissors at? Okay, let's see if we can cut this down. Okay, and there is that. I'm trying to think, should I put a piece on the back? I don't think so. I'm not gonna put it on the back. Okay, so this is how it looks, guys. I widen the base on both sides. So now I'm going to get my brown paper. I'm going to cover all of that. Okay. All right. Nope, I'm not going to do it that way. I need a bigger piece. So I'm going to start from the bottom and I'm going to come around the top and fold it into the house. So let me get my bigger scissors. They're on my desk over here because I was over at my desk and I was working on the doors and windows on my computer. So I'm going to cut a big piece. And I'm going to need to get out my Mod Podge again. Let's see, let's cut a big piece. Cover the whole thing. And I'm just going to make sure that I got enough to fold over. If I really cut it down, then I will. But then I probably won't attach it to the house anyway. So I'm just going to cut this. We'll be cutting it some more. Just cutting it enough to cut that. Nope. I'm gonna cut that back edge straight because I wanted it to come up. I don't know if I'm gonna fold up the house or not. I thought about cutting windows in the back, but I'm not sure I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have to make some more windows, even though I saved as a file on my computer. I mean, in our design space, so I'm going to make them again. Because that's another thing I gotta see. I think the houses on the other houses it's the same size of window, so I could probably use those same windows on the 11.5-inch house. So yeah, I'm gonna get my Mod Podge. I'm gonna use a bigger brush this time because of course this is. I thought I had better brushes on here. Did I put them in the house or something? Because these brushes look funky. I don't want to use a foam brush because, yeah, that's just too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I said, this is flapping and hold in place just a little bit. I'm just going to hold that in place till it cools off. Just keep it stiff a little bit. I'm just putting it on there and like smoothing it out because I don't want the lumps. Just to hold it up. Okay, so now I'm going to, wait a minute, let me adjust my camera here. I'm going to cover this whole bottom with my part. I'm going to pour it on so I can get this on here real quick. Thing about Mod Podge, when you're doing things this size, you have to be quick because this stuff dries quick, especially when it's a thin layer. And see, get it to the edge. Probably really don't have to cover it completely, but I'm gonna. So I'm gonna set that right there. Put the lid on this. I'm gonna get knocked out. I kept knocking it over the other day. So now I'm going to take this and just sit this down here. I'm gonna cut it off the back, guys. When I put it on there, it doesn't have to be straight. As long as I got enough on the sides for it to fold up to the house. And I'm gonna cut it off the back. So I'm going to. I can't find my brayer, guys. I put it up. It says the thing about me. I hardly use my brayer, so everything else, most of that I use, I know where it's at. But when I put, even when I'm in the house, I'm hiding stuff from my autistic son. And I had a lot of stuff from him. I end up hiding it for myself because then when I need it, I don't remember where I put it. So I essentially hid it for myself as well. So I'm just going to smooth this out. I'm not sure if I want to cover the back of the house or not. I probably will. I'm not sure. I'm going to get it on the inside. Just let's flip it over. I should have. It's not smoothed out, guys, and I wish it would have, but I'm going to try to smooth out now. Really doesn't really make a difference because we're not going to be looking at the bottom anyways. Just get it all the way out to the edge. Just all the way out to the edge. Get back over. I'm going to trim this up a little bit. I'm not sure if I'm going to, I think I will just fold it up the house. A little bit up the house on the back. Just a little bit. And then this comes up. This is a straight. I'm going to need to have this straight. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out just like you would when you're covering a mini album, guys. I'm going to cut this like so. And I'm going to cut this out over here. A little bit of an angle. So, and I think I'm going to want this over straight. So I'm going to bend this over like that. Because this is not straight. I'm going to crease it right up against this. So I know that it's straight. And then I'm going to cut along that fold that I just did. Just so it's a straight edge. No, it's a little bit straighter. Okay. Now, fold this up all the way up and till I get to, I'm gonna press this up, guys, a little bit because I want it close, up on that edge. And what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna cut a slit to go around the post on the front of the house. I'll have to cut a slit to go around these posts. Let's try something. Let's try something because it's gonna need to be a hole there. So I'm gonna mark footer to the post right there. And then I'm going to get my hole punch. Might be a little big, but it'll be okay. And I'm gonna right where I put that. Let me see if this works. I'm gonna punch a hole right there. Wait a minute. Let's see. I want to need a little far in there. So we'll over this. Okay. On this side. Okay. So punch a hole right there. And now what I'm going to do is that right here, I'm just gonna cut the slit right here. So then when I fold it up, it wraps right around. See that, guys? You put it up and it folds right around it. Ooh. See that? It goes right around it. Okay, so first we're going to get my paintbrush again, get my glue again, and I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna get some right on the edge, guys. I want it right on the edge of up against here. And I'm going to get all up against there. Try to get this on pretty quick because again, I just want a thin layer and I want to keep putting it on. Like I said, if you do big areas with this Mod Podge, it dries quick with thin layers. And I'm not going to try to get it all. So now I'm going to press up, pull this paper close to the edge, pull it up over the edge, smooth it out as it goes, and it goes right to the porch. So I'm going to get my bone folder and push it up to that, like so. Brush it down, get up against the house, get under there, goes right around. I'm gonna cut this piece off a little bit. Put a little glue under there. Get that down. And there we have it. I got that all on there. See? And I almost got it right up to the house too, guys. Oh, wait a minute. I need to get some glue in there. Need to smooth that down. Get my finger in there because my bone folder is I'm not pushing it down. Okay. It's going to be covered, painted, or whatever anyway. But, you see that, guys? Alright, now we're going to do the side. We're going to do the back here too with that trimming right here because I think I'm going to go ahead and take it up the back of the house. So let's how I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to think, should I go at the back first? Let's cut this at an angle that way. I'm thinking that I need to cut a notch right here to go right where I'm extending this to fold that over. So we're going to do this part first. Just do this little part right first and make sure you get it right on the edge of there. I'm going to make sure I fold it up. Place this clean over. There. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull this, wrap this back, and then wrap it back this way. Wrap this back under the house. Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and let that stay there at that length because it's just below the window. And I'm just going to go right up to the house. Or should I? Let me see. Nope, I'm gonna cut it down so. Because then if I do that, then I have to go. It'll go all the way around that. I don't want it going all the way up there. So I'm just gonna kind of fold this over real good. And fold it up and crease it with my fingers. How to get in there and creasing my bone folding in better. Oops, I just cut it. Well, it's gonna get cut anyway. Okay, so that fold right there. And I'm going to cut that down on that fold. Cut it down a little bit more. I didn't cut it right on the fold. It'll be okay if it's a little short. I'm just putting this paper on here to enforce the addition to the base of it. I'll cut it down a little more because I don't want it. Against the house. Cool, like so. Okay, I'm gonna get all the way up to the base of the house, and again, make sure you get right up here against that chip right there, and let's see. All the way up to the house, and we're gonna again fold this over. I'm gonna do it with my fingers first. Make sure it's up against that, and then gradually go towards the house. And I'm going to smooth it all the way up to the house. Like I said, I use the I'm going to cut this at an angle that way. And then again, like I said, I'm going to I knocked my glue over. I'm going to screw it back up and put it back in the, slinging it everywhere. Made a mess with the glue. I knocked it over. I have to get a wipe to get that up. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on that and fold that back under that way. And now, oops, I put that in there. I'm going to snip this right here so I can go ahead and fold this up to the back of the house. I'm just going to use this glue off the table, off my desk. Then I'll get a wipe to get that up. And then I'm just going to smooth this down. I'm going to hold it a little bit. Just going to hold it for a few seconds. is. Bone folder and finish it some more. Make sure it stays. Now we're gonna do this side. I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna mark that over again. And I gotta spray this. Yeah. Get this glue off my table. I don't want it to dry on there. Okay. Okay. Got the rest of that glue cleaned up. Now, I'm gonna do the same on this side. I'm going to fold it. Let me just fold it all the way up. Crease it real good up to the house. I'm gonna crease it with my bone folder. First, small scissors. I'm going to cut this at an angle to fold this over to the front of the porch. My glue. Again, we're going to make sure you get that glue to the edge of this. I'm going to fold that over. I'm just going to hold it a couple of seconds. There. Put some glue under there. Hold it down for a few seconds. And now, I'm going to fold this up and cut this off at, crease that some more. And I'm going to cut this at this fold. I'll cut a little bit below it because, again, it doesn't have to be all the way to the house, just like 1/16 of an inch away from the house. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put it all the way up to the house. Pin it to the edge of this. A good thin coat on there. And I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to use my fingers, get that on the edge, and then I'm going to fold it over gradually. Down, get the bone folder and right on up to the house. And just burnish it down. Alright, so I see where this is coming up a little bit. I'm just going to put some glue on that. Make sure that's down. It's coming up a little bit right here too. Put it on there. Burnish that down. And the thing about when you use glue like this and on this, it'll stiffen up, so it'll make this really stiff. Because it's like it's still kind of floppy because of the glue. I mean, because I attached it. But once the paper, everything's dry, it's going to get really stiff. So that's when, depending on what the things that you're making with glue, like matting a mini album. Sometimes, depending on if you want the page to bend a little bit, and use glue, it's going to make the page stiff instead of it pliable. You can move it. So I'm going to cut that off like that, and then do a little bit more glue here and fold this back under the house, under the base. I'm just going to fold that over hold it for a few seconds. Like so. And there it is. See, yeah, so once this dries, see it's still kind of floppy. But once it dries, it's going to stiffen up and it's not going to be like that anymore. So I'm done with that. And I got to pour some of this in this cup so my paintbrush won't dry out. And then mix some more of this. Ugh. I got some of that stuff. I'm going to show you what I use to, because I don't have a sink out here. Access to running water. So I keep a thing of water out here with that cleaner stuff. Alright, so we got that. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do anything else to this. What I'm going to do probably is make some windows, probably like some circle windows to put in there. Some circle, which I forgot to do. And now that's probably on, when I actually start decorating the outside, I'm going to be in added windows right here, 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 and here. But yeah, they won't be, of course, they won't be windows you can see through. So let's see. Now I'm trying to think what's next. Well, I'm liking it so far. And everything's down. Sticking real good. My hole punch back. I was going to break up my cardboard down. My hole punch is quicker. Okay. So now we have that. And I'm just going to give you guys another look at the house the way it looks now. That's the way it looks. Okay. Alright, so that's the back. Alright, so I'm thinking that's probably going to be off right now. This is really quick because I just want to show you that part. Then I'll probably be back. I don't know. I'm trying to decide what else I'm going to do as far as construction. If I'm going to do any more construction on it. But yeah, this is part 2. This is what I'm going to do on this at this time. I think I'm good with the construction on it as far as adding things to it. I think next go around we'll actually start covering it and decorating the actual house. Yeah. Alright guys. Yeah, thanks for joining me and y'all have a crafty day. Bye.